I lost about $1,80,000 in one night. Literally overnight in a platform. It just collapsed. All my money was there. Gone. The success is shown on my Instagram. It's shown like online, but they don't see like the 2 years and a half where I lost everything. You know what I did? I printed out the statement of all the trades. I took that paper and I went to different hedge funds in Dubai. Literally, bro, I just started begging different companies like, please, like, I actually know how to trade. I took like a couple $1,000s. I made a lot of money. Can I come work for you guys? There's a lot of them selling the dream, you know? If you look at their P&L, they probably can't trade. Giving up everything. Friends, you're losing money. Your family wants you to go and get a real job. If you have a relationship, that's gonna go. I've became a multimillionaire from trading. But is it gonna happen in a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months? No.
So let's start from the beginning. Who are you and what did you do before trading?
Yeah, so before the whole Lux Trader brand came about, before the whole social media, the persona online, I'm a pretty simple guy, bro. Like, I've always been into finance. I've always been into, managing money and that sort of thing from a young age. We all like money. All traders like, money. And so, yeah, man, I'm just a regular guy, bro. Finished high school, went to university, got a master's degree in financial derivatives, and then started trading. And yeah, man, it's been my passion for a very, very long time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So if someone Googles you today, they see success.
Yeah.
What part of the journey of your story is completely missing?
The success is shown on my Instagram. It's shown like online, but they don't see like the 2 years and a half where I lost everything.
Yeah.
I lost about $1,80,000 in one night.
Wow.
Literally overnight in a platform. It just collapsed. All my money was there, gone. And so like my first 2 years of trading were like, well, hell, basically. And it was really, really hard, And I'm sure a lot of new traders struggle with that too. So,
Yeah.
Online there's a persona and we show the highlights and everything, but the start is difficult, and I'm not shy to admit that,
Wow.
Yeah.
And what exactly did you do before trading and how did you actually come across it?
Yeah, so my dad was actually in the space. My dad worked at a hedge fund. My dad was a consultant. And so like I've always been around, hearing like quotes online, bid, spread, ask, whatever. My dad talking to clients. And so I was like always like, okay, that's interesting. That's how I got into it. And then obviously when crypto came about, when I started hearing about crypto in 2017, 2018, I just loved it. I loved the idea of it. I got addicted to the charts of crypto. I was always staring at the charts and everything. And then after that, I went to university. I'm like, okay, I want to focus. I want to lock in on trading. So I got financial derivatives master's degree, and then we just went from there. I've always been in finance, bro. I've always been into trading and finance. I love it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, how long did it take you, like, since you getting started in trading, then to reaching like some sort of profitability? How many years? Like,
it was hard, but 2.5 years. 2.5 years of losses.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's the biggest amount you lost within these 2.5 years?
In total, or?
Yeah, you can actually give us both. I think we got the time.
In total, bro, in those 2.5 years, I lost easily over $150K.
Wow.
Easily. Either through like blowing prop firm accounts, live accounts, crypto, buying random meme coins that went to zero. Every single mistake you can make. Revenge trading, over leveraging, everything that you can do as a beginner, you got to do it to learn, And so I lost a lot of money. In one night, though, that 80K, I had 80K in crypto in one platform. And then they just overnight disappeared.
Wow.
Gone.
They closed down, they were bankrupt or what?
Yeah, they closed down. The CEO went to jail, actually. It was like a big scandal and everything. And then, bro, all the money, just all investor funds, gone. And obviously, bro, at that point, I was like 21, right?
Yeah.
And so that's all I had to my name at that time. 80K is like crazy when 21 years old, right?
Yeah, it is.
Bro, and when that happened, I'm like, man, shit, like, do I just stop trading? Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
I just lost everything. Do I just give up? Or like, what do I do right now? But obviously, bro, when you're determined, I'm like, okay, whatever. It happened. We built back up and I continued.
Wow, that's interesting. Like, how do you deal with your losses like currently?
So I'm very, very motivated, bro. I don't get like demotivated. I don't sway away from the course. If I have a target, I'm going to get it, bro, no matter what. Look, that 80K that I had built up that I was talking about, I built that up through trading. Whether it was cryptos, Forex, whatever. I had made $80,000 and I put it in that platform. So obviously I knew what I was doing, right?
Yeah.
And then when that company went bankrupt and I lost all the money, you know what I did? I printed out the statement of all the trades. You know, you can print out like all the trades you've taken.
Yeah.
I printed that all out. I took that paper and I went to different hedge funds in Dubai saying, look what I've done. Can I please come work for you?
Wow.
Literally, bro. I just started begging different companies, like, please, like, I actually know how to trade. I took like a couple $1,000s. I made a lot of money. Can I come work for you guys?
Yeah.
Of course, most said, get out of here. But one actually said, yeah. And I worked at a hedge fund in Dubai called Hulkin. So I actually worked here at a hedge fund for a while.
How long did you work?
Spent there for 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. And that all started because I lost that 80K. You know, so something good can happen after a loss, but you never know what's written to happen for you, man. So just as long as you're motivated to do what you want to do, no matter what happens, bro, you're unstoppable.
And where did this mindset come from? Is it friends, family, ambition?
Of course, it makes everything, but of course, you know, having a family, like my dad works hard, my mom works hard, whatever. So obviously that like inspires you. Also, religion plays a part, you know. You just believe in God and whatever happens, happens. Just go do what you got to do, you know. So it comes like that.
True. That's a great approach. So obviously you mentioned that you come from your dad, from a family of hard workers and all that. So when did you realize that you weren't meant for an average life and you wanted to follow after their footsteps?
Yeah, bro. Since I was a young kid, I had you could say spending issues. You know, I like to live the good life. You know, even from when I was like 12, 13 years old, I want to go eat the best place. I want the best things, and people call that spoiled in a way. Yeah, you could say it's spoiled, but I just want the best for myself. If I can get the best, whatever it is, whether it's phone, food, clothes, I want it.
Yeah.
You know, from a young age. And so that was the mindset I always had. I want to be the best. I want the best at everything.
Interesting. What's the most amount of money you've spent on something that is not actually an asset? Just
not
pleasure,
an asset.
Pleasure, yeah.
Not an asset. There's a lot of things I could talk about. There's I'd say I took my family on vacation one time. We went to Lebanon. Like we did a tour. We went to Lebanon and then we went to South. Like we traveled a little bit. We spent I think in total it was over 300 something. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And you go travel, you buy things. We went to London, we went to Harrods, we went shopping.
Yeah.
My mom got a bag. It was, you know, we spent a lot of money, but that's why we trade, bro, because you want to be able to give your family and your loved ones and yourself whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to spend on them.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And did all of that money that you spend on your family come from trading, or do you actually have other businesses as well?
Yeah, so I'd say my split right now is around 70-30. 70% of my income is purely trading, from the charts, my withdrawals, etc. 30% of my income comes from other businesses. I have a business in real estate where I, buy and flip properties, or I buy properties, try to just rent them out. So I have that company going, but yeah, mostly it's trading.
Everyone here is actually curious. We are trying to know a little bit more about your approach. Like, how do you approach the markets? What's like your daily routine?
Okay. Look, as I said, I did work in a hedge fund, right?
Yeah.
And I saw how the big players move, how the 300 million euro account type guys move, 3 billion, these massive institutions move versus how we move as retail traders. And man, you see people trading 7, 8, 9, 10 different times a day, trying to like scalp with negative R to R, and they're like over trading, over leveraging, revenge trading, and I don't do any of that. I'm very calculated when it comes to the markets, when it comes to trading. The first and foremost, I think obviously you're a great trader yourself.
Yeah.
You know that any emotions you have, you gotta
put them to the side.
Yeah, put them on the side. The second you open that laptop, no more emotions. So that's the first thing. The second thing is don't get carried away with the charts. Don't get carried away to where you think, I have to miss. If I lost today, I have to make this back. I can't. Yeah. There's no way I can't make it back.
Yeah.
Because we know our strategy works in the long run.
Yeah.
So
true.
if we have one loss today, it's okay. We eat that and move on, because we know tomorrow we'll make that back times 2.
Yeah. True.
If I lose today, maybe 1 R, I'll make 2 R to R tomorrow. I'll make back double. So it's. I just try to be as calculated as I can
Yeah.
and move in a way where you move with confidence, bro. Because if I lose today, whatever, it's okay. I know tomorrow I'll make it back. It's just, and that's why I try to teach everyone in my group, my community as well too.
Yeah.
I try to just put them on the path of, I teach them my entry model, my exit model, all that sort of thing, all the basics and stuff. But then the psychology aspect is around 90% of the whole game, honestly.
So you spoke about having your own group and you teaching them.
Yeah.
What's one of the common things you notice among the newest traders that are coming up right now? One of the things that actually makes them lose money whenever they approach the markets?
There's something very, very strange I've been noticing, bro. I don't know if you've seen this too. So many people come to me and I see like they send me a screenshot of their chart, like how it looks, their portfolio. They start off with, let's say 300, okay? It grows and grows and grows. It gets to like 12K or something, and then it goes from 12K to like 0. And I've been seeing that genuinely. I have calls with people.
So would you say it's greed?
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it's also they have no strategy because I asked them, okay, how'd you turn that 300 into 12K? I don't know. I'll just buy and sell. Gold is going crazy, and like
so it's gambling there.
Yeah, and like people, and then they think like, oh, but I know how to trade. Like they have this false confidence of, oh, I know how to trade. No.
And it was just pure luck.
Exactly. So I'm saying, and then you have to convince them like, no, you don't know how to trade. Like,
I realize that especially with the newest traders coming up, they don't really have a system.
Exactly.
And they don't even keep track of all of their trades. Just like you mentioned, when you started up, you had to screenshot all of your trades and everything. And then you went to these hedge funds, and you actually had to show them. The newest trader, they don't even know the trades they took a month ago. They don't even have the data stored anywhere so that they can keep track and see, okay, I was doing good because I was following my strategy and whatever. Nowadays, they just show up to the charts and they think that they can make money just like that consistently.
Yeah, man.
Which is one of the biggest common mistakes nowadays, which brings me to the next question. What's the biggest lie in trading?
The biggest lie in trading? Is that it's easy, fast money. That's a very big lie. People love to promote that online. And look, I'm not gonna say you can't make good money. You can make great money trading.
Yeah.
I've became a multimillionaire from trading.
Yeah.
So you can definitely make crazy money in the markets. But is it gonna happen in a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months? No. You have to learn. You have to put in the hours. You gotta you have to just, put in the hours to learn the game. You don't go to the game, go to the hardest level right away and become the boss at it, right?
True,
you gotta put in the hours.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, bro, it's a big thing on social media where you see like these guys promoting it of just, you get
they
rich
make
tomorrow.
it seem as if like it's a get rich quick scheme.
Exactly. And it's very far from that, bro.
I think that's one of the things that actually makes most people get into trading think that it's a scam, because they're sold this dream and this idea that you're going to get into trading today and over the next 30 days you're going to be able to make this huge amount of money, which is totally false. You have to show up every single day, just like you mentioned, and all of these other things. Which brings me to the next question. If you were to start trading again today, how would you go about it?
I know, I stopped the video right at the best moment. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you are into trading. And if you're serious about trading, at some point, you don't just need more motivation. You need access to more capital. That's why we built FundedVerse. Our mission is simple: get you funded. A prompt firm built to give traders a voice, reward real skill, and support those who prove they deserve more. Use code FIRST10 today and get 10% off your first challenge. Now, let's get back to the video.
Okay, yeah. If I were to start trading, do I have the same knowledge I have right now? Or am I just a beginner?
You're basically like starting from scratch.
Okay,
yeah. How would you go about it?
So if I had to start all over again, I would definitely not lose for 2.5 years. This time, I would open up a demo account.
Yeah.
I'd, go to YouTube, go to either YouTube or there's a website called Baby Pips. It's like it's a good website to learn from.
A lot of traders recommended it as well.
Or find yourself a good mentor, whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I would do one of these 3 things, stick with it, learn one strategy, find one pair that's easy for me to trade. Can be JBP, JPY, can be just a pair that's not so volatile, not gold or something. So something that's a bit, maybe Euro USD, because gold's a bit.
Yeah, speaking of gold, like every new trader I come across to now, what do you trade? Gold. I'm
Everyone's a gold trader.
Yeah, everyone is a gold
Everyone's
trader.
a gold trader, bro. Yeah.
It's like the new trend. And most of them end up losing so much because gold is very volatile.
Extremely, man.
Yeah, and
Extremely.
it requires a different kind of, 100%. Mindset, to be honest, to be able to profit with gold over the long term.
Agreed.
Which pairs do you actually trade with currently?
The major Forex pairs.
Yeah.
So all the majors, I trade metal, so gold and silver.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, I started trading oil futures, which I don't usually do, but because of the situation,
with everything going on,
now we're trading oil.
You gotta take advantage of it, yeah.
And as traders, we take advantage of whatever we can.
Yeah,
True. So I saw oil going up. Oh, political instability. It's time to go for oil.
So your strategy is working in both currencies, futures, and
yeah, because I'm mainly focused on price action and market structure. So that works across any asset. Not just one.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So, I've seen you a couple times. I keep check of your Instagram, your lifestyle, see the G-Wagons, all of these. Really motivating. So, which brings me to this question. What does financial freedom look like to you?
It's not the cars, it's not the watches, not the clothes, none of that, bro. What financial freedom means is, yesterday was Mother's Day, for example.
Yeah.
It was like 3 p.m. I went to get my mom a new phone. I gave it to her for Mother's Day, and that's financial freedom. Being able to make your loved ones happy without worrying. And then, for example, after Ramadan, it's Eid times for us Muslims. We want to go have fun. I can go take my family, go to a resort, stay for a couple of days. That's financial freedom. Worrying. You know, being able to do what your loved ones want, not care about the price tag, keep everyone healthy, happy, safe. That's financial freedom, bro. Not waking up at 7 a.m. to go to an office, that's financial freedom.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking about that, what's your morning routine?
I don't wake up in the mornings, honestly, bro. I don't like to wake up in the morning.
I guess that's why we all trade, right?
Yeah. I don't like to wake up that early, bro. I like to wake up a little bit late, bro. I trade New York session, bro.
Oh, you trade New York?
Yeah. So, I have time.
How do you go about it? Wake up afternoon gym or...
Yeah, bro, chilling, bro.
Or work or just chilling?
Relax, bro. Wake up anywhere between 11 to 12:30. Wake up. If it's not Ramadan, I'm talking about regular day. Wake up, drink a coffee, chill out for a bit. Maybe go out, go for a nice drive.
Yeah.
And then see a couple of the boys. And then I have a couple of trader friends. We meet together, get our laptops open, do some quick analysis, get ready for the markets. And then if we see a setup, we take it. I'm more of a swing trader or intraday, so I don't really scalp that much. So I don't have to be on the charts too much.
Yeah.
So if I see a setup, input the values, TPSL, entry, whatever, we're done, bro.
And you live it like that.
And we're off. Have a good day. That's it, bro. Really.
That's interesting. And what's your setup like? What kind of do you use apart? You mentioned that you mentioned that you trade using pure price action. Do you use any tools to help you identify certain things, or is just pure price action, no tools, no EMAs, anything of that sort? So
indicators, not really.
Yeah.
But I do use a bit of, and people might not like this, a bit of ICT concepts, SMC, smart money concepts and ICT concepts. I mix that, that's the new age stuff. People like to call the new age traders. Yeah. I mix that with the institutional side of supply and demand, because institutions trade very, very old school, supply and demand, price action, market structure.
Yeah.
And so I mix the two. I find a good balance between them. But no, indicators and stuff, not really for me.
Speaking of that, what are some of the other things that you learned from trading in a hedge fund and institutions?
Bro, it was an eye-opening experience, really. It really changed the way I look at the markets, because we as retail traders, we have no idea how far behind we are compared to these guys. We can't even compete, really.
Wow.
So the tools they have, the Bloomberg terminals, when I was operating on that Bloomberg terminal, bro, I'm like, damn, this is different. They're out here moving, they have hacks.
And how long did it take you to adjust to the whole thing?
No, you have to take I had to take like a course. You have to take like a Bloomberg terminal course to like actually know how to use it and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard, bro. And like you call up banks and place orders for like different bonds and different shares and stuff. Like you're on the phone. It's different. So they have access to tools we'll never have access to, and they have access to capital we'll never have access to. You know? Yeah, bro. And they don't lose, bro. They literally can't lose because let's say a guy has $1 billion. If he has a gold position, he buys physical gold. He can sell gold, like short gold. Whatever happens is win-win for him. You know what I mean? Like he can hedge his positions to where he's always in profit. So it's very different than how we trade.
It's a whole difference.
Very, very different. But the main things that we can apply that I learned as traders is be patient, stick to your setup, don't be greedy. All the things that we already know, you know?
Speaking of that, you mentioned that you once lost about like 80K, but that wasn't you trading. It was just because of the platform closing. But what's the biggest amount you have actually lost trading, and how did you deal with that?
Can we think of like one trade that hit my SL? Because back in the day, I would lose like my whole account. I had no stop loss.
You can say like account percentage, like was it 70, 80% of the account, and how did you handle that throwdown?
When I first started, it was 100% because I had no stop loss. So I would, I had no idea what I was doing, bro. But now recently, for example, like I can lose 2%, 1.5% on a trade. And it genuinely does not affect me at all now. You know, like it's very standard, bro. You win and you lose. You know, no one wins and never loses. So if anyone out here is watching and they're struggling with a losing streak or whatever, don't worry. Just stick to your strategy. If you know it's profitable in the long run, just stick to it and don't worry.
Yeah, that's a great advice, actually. And when you got started, how did you manage to fund your account?
When I first just started trading?
Yeah.
Was
it were you doing any side jobs?
No, it was either prop firms. Prop firms,
yeah.
Or just very tiny accounts, bro.
Wow.
And that's why I had to full port them, try and make money, and then I'll blow them, you know? Because if you have like a $50 account, you have to full port it to make something.
Yeah,
if you risk 1%.
That's a mistake I noticed in a lot of traders. They want to put like $100 and they want to make like 100,000 out of it by over leveraging their accounts. Which is why like prop firms nowadays, it's like a big game changer, you know? Back then when we first got started, we didn't really have even prop firms. We couldn't even. But right now I feel like it's a game changer, especially for the new trader. They can easily like pay like what, I don't know, 100, and they get access to this liquidity.
Yeah.
And they can now adhere to their risk management while still making some decent kind of money. Yeah.
Of course, bro. Of course, prop firms are a big game changer, bro. Yeah. And I'm a very big advocate for prop firms, you know? As someone who's seen how access to capital can really change you as a trader. If you're a good trader, you're a profitable trader, and you have a good strategy, and all you need is capital, man, prop firms can change the game.
And how long have you been trading with prop firms?
I've been trading for a couple of years, maybe 3 or 4 years. I don't really need them right anymore for the...
Yeah, clearly.
for the capital aspect of it. But I do like to do it sometimes for the challenge aspect of it, you know?
Plus, I feel like it teaches you to be disciplined.
Exactly.
Because of their rules. As traders, if we are trading with our capital, there are no rules. We literally don't have to adhere to anything, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think even for me, when I first started with it, it kind of taught me like, okay, I have to stick to my rules, whatever risk management I have to stick. If I make a mistake, the account is gone.
It's breach.
Yeah.
You hate that email. Yeah, account breach.
Account breach.
No one wants that email.
Yeah, no one wants. So what have you sacrificed that people don't see?
Yeah, man, people, it was very hard. You know, I talk about those 2.5 years now when I first started. I can talk about it and laugh and whatever, but in the moment, man, you know, when you first start trading and you're losing, but you're giving up everything. Friends, you're losing money. Your family wants you to go and get a real job. You know, you're not spending time with them. If you have a relationship, that's gonna go away because, man, all you want to do is just make this work. You're just trying to, like, you sit in your room, you're on your laptop trying to make this work no matter what, and it's just not working. And it's hard, bro. So the first couple of years, man, you give everything, but you have to be willing. You want the
Yeah, because you most of the time you've told your family members, whoever, like, I want to do this here and I want to pursue this.
yeah.
So you can't complain to anyone. You just have to keep going and keep going.
And you can't tell them, oh, I'm losing, I'm tired, because if I do that, they say, okay, go get a regular job, you know.
Wow.
And so it's like, no risk, no Rari. That's what they say, right? So you hustle nonstop for 2 years, you make it out, life gets good.
So apart from working in the hedge fund, have you ever worked anywhere 9 to 5, like on a normal regular job?
Yeah. In university, I had a couple of internships, also financial companies.
So you have always been in finance.
Yeah. I love working in this field. Yeah.
So you spoke about trading with prop firms for a long time now.
Yeah.
What's the biggest red flag in them?
Look, man, different prop firms have different rules, so you can't knock any prop firm. So like, once you sign up for a prop firm, once you buy their challenge, you know that, okay, I'm agreeing to their terms and conditions. That's fine. I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
The only issue is, man, there are some prop firms that just don't pay you out. Literally, We're not going to name any, but you know what I'm talking about, and I know what I'm talking about. And there are some that you stick to the rules, you do what they want, time to request a payout, account is now suddenly breached, Exactly. And so, like, there's not really a red flag, I would say. I'll just look for customer reviews online, see if people actually get paid out. And if they do, just stick to the rules, you'll be good.
And what do you think of the current influencer traders, the ones that are putting out there the idea that you can get started today and then get rich overnight with trading?
Yeah, bro, there's a lot of them, There's a lot of them that have made a whole lot of money selling the dream, Some of them have bought hypercars, supercars, jets, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's sad because I promise you, these guys probably can't trade. Like, I promise you, if you look at their P&L, they probably can't trade. And that money all comes from selling the dream to beginner traders.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's sad, but it is what it is. But people have their hustles.
Yeah, I realize, and it's pretty sad because most of the newest traders that are joining right now, they are now coming in with the idea that, okay, it's easy and I can do this like overnight.
Yeah.
Because this guy told me so.
Yeah.
And looking at their lifestyle, it's very easy for you to, follow whatever it is that they're giving you.
Exactly.
So with the ongoing situation right now, how have you been approaching the markets and how are you like mentally?
Yeah, man. Look, in the Middle East, political instability is nothing new, right? We've had, this type of political issues for a very, very long time. Of course, in the UAE, it's something new. But honestly, man, we know who the leaders are here. You know who the leaders are here, so we have no fear. We're living here. I have no plans of leaving. If anything, I'm just relaxed, waiting for it to end. I just want it to be done with.
Awesome.
In the markets, though, it's good. Political instability in the markets is good, bro. Chaos is not bad.
So it didn't change the way you approach the markets or anything?
No, if anything, it's made me some money in the markets, So it is what it is, bro. We're safe. The money's coming in. Everything is fine, bro.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome,
bro.
Ryan.
Yeah.
And what tips would you give to beginner traders who are actually dealing with this situation as well?
So, again, as traders, we talked about this before. You put your emotions to the side. So no matter what's happening, whether it's instability, war, whatever it is, irrelevant. So the way I trade, for example, is market structure and price action. I look what the chart tells me and that's it. I don't care what's happening outside. Doesn't matter what's happening outside. I don't increase my risk. I don't start like taking 10% risk per trade. No, I still take 1% risk per trade. I still have my same setup. Everything is the same. I'm just trading a new asset now, oil, for example, because of the whole political instability, So like, just try to capitalize on things without getting greedy or overexcited or overconfident. Just think rationally and try to execute the strategy the way you should, the way you want to execute it. But yeah, trading in these chaotic times, obviously it can be profitable, but the main thing, of course, is staying safe. it can be good to trade in these times, but find a balance with being safe, making sure you're okay, making sure everything is safe, and then also trying to profit from the chaos as well. And the good thing about trading is you can stay indoors, listen to the guidelines, stay inside and do your thing from indoors. No need to be out there.
Make some money.
Exactly. So
Make some money.
Find that balance. Make sure that you're safe and everything, and try to make some money in the meantime.
So since you've been working with prop firm for a while now, what advice would you give to beginners for passing funded accounts?
In the evaluation phase, risk big. Risk big. You don't want to get emotionally attached to that account.
Yeah.
Because if you don't pass it in like 2, 3, 4 days, man, it's going to be so hard to pass. You're going to be risking like 1% trying to pass it. If you go on drawdown, it's so hard to bring it back up. Just take that risk. Whatever happens, happens. If you pass it, you pass it. You blow it, buy a new one, just pass it. Really. And then once you pass it, let's say you have a 50K, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. 50K funded account. What I would do personally is I would keep stacking funded till I have 250K or 300K in capital.
Yeah.
Why? Because when you have 300K in capital, you can really risk 1% per trade and still see really decent gains.
Yeah, true. True.
If you hit a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 R to R, you make $9,000 if you hit a 1 to 3 R to R on a 300K account.
Yeah.
But 50K accounts, it's hard to scale, So definitely what I would do is for the eval phase, just pass it, find some way, take big risk, whatever it is. And then once you're funded, keep stacking them, get a decent fat amount of capital, and then go from there. Take small risk, blah, blah, blah.
Awesome. I've been following you for a while now, and I noticed that you actually pass accounts for your traders in your community, the people in your community.
Yeah.
How do you go about it?
How do I go about the passing?
Yeah.
Exact same way. I just take mega risk at the start, get it passed. I'll tell you something, truthfully.
Yeah.
I can show you off camera later.
Yeah.
Over 100 people I've passed for. Not once have I failed one.
Wow.
If I do fail one, obviously I'll buy them a new one. Like obviously, if I fail it, but I've never failed one.
Wow. So it's
I'm the passer.
100%
I'm the
guaranteed.
passer, man.
You heard him, guys. He's the passer. You heard him, so you know where to go. So Ryan, thank you for taking the time to sharing all of this valuable knowledge with us. What would you like to leave the audience with today?
My pleasure, man. And there's 2 phrases I always say. I won't explain them. Let them analyze it, bro. The first one is think less, trade better. The second one is survive first, profit second.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
You won't explain it, right?
No, but that's for them to think of.
So, all right. Thank you, Ryan.
No worries, man.